Well, see, first of all, I'm of the school of I have to now separate hip hop from rap. Okay? Because to me they're two different things. Like hip hop is that real shit that we know, that golden era, something with the message in it, and you know, with that way of life, and you know, all the elements and all that. Rap, you know, that's about getting money and fucking putting words together that rhyme, and you know what I mean. So yeah, I say rap is gay friendly. You know what I mean? Rap is rich people friendly. You know what I mean? It speaks for the haves, whereas hip hop speaks for the have-nots. You see what I'm saying? So within a lot of that money culture, you know, when you start dealing in certain circles, there's a lot of people with money that happen to be homosexual. You know what I mean? People in the fashion industry and all of that type of shit. So when you start to rub elbows with these people, and you know, you want to make them feel comfortable, you know, so maybe you'll make now yourself try to tone yourself down. You see what I'm saying? And then maybe you'll go so far over the edge that now you're totally on another side that you didn't even realize you were going to be on, in the attempts to try to make someone feel comfortable or whatever the case may be. Or maybe this is what you always really wanted to do. I don't know. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is, this ain't no hip hop shit, man. And I'm gonna keep saying it. I mean, yeah, I don't know what effect it's gonna have. You know what I mean? Like, I acknowledge his talent and skill.
Okay.
From what I've heard, you know, the song on the radio, the couple songs that they play on the radio, and then one of my boys played another one of his videos, something about like about overdosing on drugs or some shit like that, and it was dope. I like his music, but you know, I know I could get myself in trouble for saying a lot of shit, but I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm gonna say what I have to say. Okay, white rappers, you're coming to this almost as a guest. Okay? Matter of fact, you are guests in the house of hip hop. Just because you have a hit record doesn't give you the right, as I feel, to voice your opinion. Let me say it again. White rappers, those of y'all who really studied the culture, okay, that truly love hip hop and all that, keep it real with yourself. You know this is a black man's thing. Okay, we started this. This is our shit. We've allowed you, those of you who have proved your skill and all of that, we've allowed you to come in and kick your shit, make yourself known, you know what I mean? And if you have enough respect for the culture, we fuck with you. But don't push it too far. See, making a song like that is like feeling that you have the same footing as any other hip-hop artist, and to me, you don't. You don't. Like, I can't go in somebody else's house, and even though they let me wear their clothes and eat their food, that's not my house. That's their house. And I can't get so comfortable in their house that I feel like I could now start talking house politics. You dig what I'm saying? If you go to another country, you can live in that country for 5 years or whatever on a visa and all of that, but you can't vote. You did? Why can't you vote? Because their fucking affairs is their affairs. And even though you live there and all that type of shit, you're really, truly not part of that country. So, to me, when people like Macklemore come out with songs like that, I know he loves hip hop and all that, but he's trying to push an agenda that him as a white man feels is acceptable. But those proclivities and sensibilities are not at the core of true hip hop. So don't come in my house talking that bullshit. But see, now you got a light on you and all of that. You see what I'm saying? And I like it. I've been telling this to certain people. I liken this to how, you know, you had the Egyptians, and then you had the Greeks who stole the Egyptian gods. And now to this day, you only know the Greek gods, but you don't know about the Egyptian gods. But every Greek god there is has an Egyptian counterpart because they stole it from the original. But after a while, when you keep getting these Greek gods thrown at you, you totally forgot about the original Egyptian Kemetic gods. Okay? So now, this might be going off track, but it might not. It all ties in. You have a rapper like Action Bronson, who I actually like, but everybody knows he sounds like Ghostface, right? So that's, to me, that's like Osiris, you know, but now Action Bronson is Zeus, okay? Zeus might actually have love for Osiris. Like, nah, I got my style from Osiris. But when we start giving more Zeuses, and then his seeds, the people that look up to Action Bronson now, who are probably young white kids, are going to think he's the father of the style. They might start copying him, not even never knowing about there was a Ghostface. You dig what I'm saying? And the way black music is turning is where a lot of the your top artists now in black music, not just hip hop, black music, are white. Justin Timberlake, fucking Bieber, fucking your girl Iggy Azalea is gonna blow up. Trust me, she gonna blow up.
I'm competing against not just who's hot right now, who's trendy right now. I'm competing against the whole canon of music. Like, when I think about the greats like Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, they still in my top 10. Kendrick Lamar's creeping up into my top 10, but he only put out one official album and a couple mixtapes.
But Drake hit me up and was like, yo, I think people misconstrued in this tweet I just tweeted, because he didn't hear about what I did said about at my release party. He was like, yo, you did rip that song. And he was like, yo, I think he said that line was from an intro on his album or something. So